Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. The second trading room for the day. We call this one the lunchtime trading room. Right, welcome to the lunchtime trading room. We are at it again. Remember, you can open up an account by clicking on the link on the description. Right, if you want to open up an account with us, tdmarkets.com, that is the website. All right, have a look at the types of accounts we have. Sign up, a quick and simple process. It's gonna take you less than 2 minutes. All right, we also have the exchange, our TD Markets exchange, where you can trade derivatives live in our exchange, which will look something like this. All right, there we go. All right, so we will be obviously looking at the derivatives, crypto derivatives, and the FX at the same time. So we will see what's going to happen. Right, once again, welcome back everyone. This is the 12 o'clock session. So we're about to get started. Do you wanna check the guys there? Yo, I've got Ash, just came from nowhere. Came from nowhere. He's from the Middle East, you can see. Yeah, man, I'll check you just now. Sure. All right. So let's get right into it, guys. Let's get right into it. Let me just do this. There we go. So the CPI is coming up in about 2.5 hours, 3.5 hours actually. It's coming at 2:30. We have a trading room at 2, right? I don't think this one is going to be a longer one, all right? Considering the fact that we're going to come back at 2 and really look at the CPI. So I don't think much is going to be happening in this one. We're going to be doing a lot in the CPI. But just to take you guys through the setups we looked at this morning, we went over at gold, look at gold. So the structure on gold and silver remains bearish. All right, so gold needs one more push just to complete this impulse of this bigger structure, right? We just need one more push. The move has already started though, right? This is gonna be a situation where if you are still holding your sell positions, right, you may look to just manage those positions because price is already low, right? Price is already low, but we need one more push down. You look at silver as well. The move has already started, right? With silver, it can take us all the way down to this low. Right? Usually, I would look for setups where the lower high is. Like for instance, this lower high, right? I would look for entries where the lower high is. And then around these zones, you see where silver is right now. It's on that low, right? So probabilities are not that high that it's gonna push down, right? Probabilities are not that high that it's gonna push down because already it's there. There are a bit of probabilities, but not that high. You look at gold as well. Gold has already gone down. All right, and it's close to that low. Right, so where the market is, probabilities are not that high that it will go down. It can still go down, but probabilities are much more higher around here where this lower high is formed, right? Around this area, around areas like this, right? So that's why when you come across a situation like USD JPY, where it is already at the top, the buy setups that could form here, probabilities are low on those buy setups, right? Probabilities are high where you see the buy setups that would form like here. Probabilities are high for those buy setups. So if price was to go up, and then it shows you a buy here, it shows you a buy there, probabilities are low. So what I'm trying to show you guys here is that you see with technical analysis and your entries, you need to know where are your most highest probable entries and where are your lowest probable entries. Let me repeat that. You need to understand and know where your higher probability entries are and where your low probability entries are, right? The moment you get like buys, you get buys around a high like this, right? Imagine this. Let's say you see the market bounced here, right? Do you see that there was a continuation? There was a continuation here. There was a higher low and then price continued here, right? Even though in hindsight, price did go up, but at that point in time, this buy was a low probability buy. It was a low probability buy. Where was a higher probability buy? A higher probability buy was when price was breaking out of this. When price was breaking out of this. The buys that you would have found here, they were higher probability because they are going all the way there. But this one, low probability. You see how it is? That's why my focus is on CAD JPY for a buy, right? But before we even get there, so gold and silver, right? This move is not done, right? Simply it's still gonna go down one more time. But even if it doesn't go, right? Even if it doesn't go, the move has already begun. It started all the way up here. All the way up here. So when it gets closer to these lows, the sells become, the probabilities are now lower now, right? That the sells are going to work out, right? So just keep that at the back of your mind, right? But we looked at gold and silver, all right? Obviously, the structure is still bearish. So let's see if the CPI will continue this towards the downside. All right, let's see if that's going to happen. We also looked at the indices, NASDAQ, right? NASDAQ and US 30. NASDAQ, I'm looking for a buy on NASDAQ, right? I'm looking for a buy on NASDAQ to go back to this high. So either the buy is going to form down here. It's going to form down here. If price was to come back down here, either the buy will form down here or we're going to get a continuation here towards the upside. Right? So it's just a matter of your setups, looking for your setups. Where price is right now, it reversed the 61.8. It reversed the 61.8. Right? So this could be the higher low we're looking for and a continuation all the way up. So I'm looking for a buy around this area. So you see in this situation, higher probability buys are around zones like this, right? But not up there, around zones like this. So I'm looking for a buy on NASDAQ. So my buy will either be down here if price was to go down here, or it's going to be there. All right. You've got US 30. We looked at US 30. It seems like US 30 is going to come back down one more time. So if it comes back down here, looking for a buy around these lows, it is within a bullish continuation pattern. It is now correct, or it's now correcting, right? It has now gone trading within a correction. It's now trading within a correction. So after it formed that high, that higher high there, the momentum is still bullish, right? So after it formed that higher high, it has now gone into a correction. So with the correction, we're looking for another low to form before we buy, right? So yeah, this is where I'm positioned, around this low for a buy. All right. We also looked at, so let's have a look at what the dollar is doing. Obviously, USD Swiss is going up, right? USD Swiss has been going up. USD CAD, there's CAD interest rates coming. There's CAD interest rates coming. So it seems like the CAD is already reacting to it's already pricing in the CAD interest rates, but we'll have to wait and see. So I'm going to put this on the side. I'm not going to look at USD CAD now. I'm going to put this on the side. We'll come after the interest rates, right? But your your Euro USD, your GBP USD, GBP USD looking for a drop, right? Looking for a drop. So a lower high is about to form. A lower high is about to form, right? Either this is our lower high, this one, or we're gonna get a new lower high. But I'm looking for this move down. I'm looking for this push down. All right. So yeah, so this one, to complete this formation, we need one more push down, which likely gonna take us back down to this low. Right, back down to this low. So that's what I'm watching out for. All right. Euro USD still a bit sideways. Let's just wait for the interest rates, not the interest rates, but the CPI. We'll see with the CPI what's going to happen here. It's still trading within this formation, right? It came back down to the low again. It's still trading within this formation. So let's see if you're going to break below to come back down to the low, because the trend is still very bearish. But usually when you get something like this, usually what price will do is that it will, remember, this whole thing is a correction. This whole thing is a big correction, right? It's a big correction. So, but usually price would go up one more time and then do this afterwards. So within this bigger correction, we've got an internal structure, which according to the internal structure, it's completing the bigger correction. All right. So the internal structure would push price up to complete the bigger correction, and then would get to continuation of the bigger trend. Right. So this is how it will look like. So let's see if the CPI will then push the momentum up so that we get this move back up. If not, then it will just resume this bigger move. You see how it is? This is how this trend has been moving. It's just been moving like this. This was a correction, price dropped. Another correction here, price dropped. This is how it's been moving. All right, so it's doing the same thing again. So at some point, we are going to get the drop at some point. So it's either the drop is going to happen where price is, or it's going to, the correction will still continue, push price up one more time before we do this. And this is where then you would decide whether you wanna short-term trade this move up, or you wanna wait for this move down. All right. So yeah, so we'll see what's gonna happen. This structure is not complete as yet. But once price resumes this, then we're gonna get a nice move down. Right? Simple. We're gonna get a nice move down. Euro pound, we're still watching out for this. All right, we're still watching out for this. All right, still watching out for this break. It's either we're gonna get a move down first before we go up, or we're gonna break out. So we can see that this zone we saw in the morning seems like price is breaking it again one more time. So if that's the case, then we could come back down here before we go up. All right. So Euro pound has not changed. GBP USD has not changed, remains the same. Right. Euro CAD still the same as well. Looking for that push down. Nothing has happened basically. All right. Nothing has happened. So looking for a correction here and a continuation down. All right, so this one's still looking for a push down. GBP AUD, yeah, GBP AUD also looking for a push down. All right, remember this one, we could get the move towards the downside from this high, or it might just drop from where it is. Right, meaning that this move to the upside, there's a 50-50 chance we're going to get this move. There's a 50-50 chance we're going to get this move. All right. So yeah, so we're looking for a continuation down. And then euro pound is still bouncing, rejecting the zone here. So we're looking for a push up, right? Still doing its own thing, rejecting the zone. We're looking for a continuation down. I mean up, not down, but up, anywhere around the zone. Looking for a continuation. So this one hasn't changed. AUD JPY is about to break. It's about to break. So for me, this would be, I think this would be the only trade for today. For me, looking at the other setups, this would be the only trade. So it's about to break. Hasn't really broken, but we can see. Right? So AUD is really top of my list for today. And then we've got your NZD JPY. We are still waiting for CAD JPY, NZD JPY. We're still waiting for them. All right, we're still waiting for them. So for today, AUD JPY would be the one for today. Euro JPY as well. And then obviously we've got the CPI later on. So we would see with the CPI, one of the dollar pairs is going to be a trade also, or the commodities, gold and silver, right? They're going to be a trade for today. What are we looking at in the CPI? Lucky, join us at 2 p.m. for the CPI session. That's where we will be looking at the CPI. All right. So at 2 p.m. we have that CPI session. So do join us there. And then we will look at the CPI. All right. We're going to talk about the CPI in that session. All right. So this is the direction, guys, right? Obviously, your setups, you need to look for your setups, wait for your setups. But yeah, so this is what we are looking at. Just waiting. All right. NZD JPY, CAD JPY, AUD JPY, waiting. USD JPY, I'm not going to look at USD JPY. All right. For me, it's not really on my watch list. But if you want to look at it, you can go ahead. Right. You can go ahead. If you want to look at it, you can go ahead. If it breaks up, then we're going to go up. All right. So I'm looking at, like I told you guys, GBP AUD, GBP USD, Euro GBP before we go up. USD Swiss is already going up. Right. It's already going up. NASDAQ as well. Looking for that push up. All right. So the direction is there. We just waiting now, right? We're just waiting. Just looking for the continuation. Once we get that continuation, then price is gonna move. Right? Price is gonna move. So let's see what's gonna happen, guys. Right? 2 p.m. We have the CPI, of course. Let me go back here. Right? The CPI. So this is how we're looking. All right. We're looking at the yearly CPI print and the core CPI print. All right. The recent oil prices are going to have an effect on this data. For the past week or two, the oil prices has gone up. So there's a bit of concern now on inflation. All right. Market are forecasting 3.8%. Last time we had an uptick to 4.2%. So I think it was on 3.8. We went from 3.8 to 4.2. So now expectation is that we're going to go down to 3.8. Looking at what's been happening, I don't think we're gonna go down to 3.8. I think it's gonna be slightly above 3.8. Looking at what's been happening, I might be wrong, but I think it's gonna be slightly above 3.8. Right? I don't think we're gonna go below 3.8. 3.8. So I'm forecasting about 4%, or worst case scenario that 3.8, but about 4%. We may see the yearly inflation print. which is still way above the 2% target that the Fed has. You've got your core CPI year on year as well. Markets are forecasting 2.8. It might go to 2.8. All right, looking at where we come from, right? It was revised to 2.9, right? It was revised to 2.9. Sorry, not revised, but it went from 2.9, from 2.8 to 2.9. So now markets are forecasting 2.8. So that core and that yearly, I think is going to be the biggest drivers. The month on month will have just small impact, but I think the biggest drivers will be the core CPI year on year and the CPI year on year. The Fed has given up on 2% target. They're even trying to reach it in. They even trying. No, I don't think they've given up, right? I think what they're trying to do is that they still have their 2% target, but they're looking to hike interest rate once this year, so that they can somehow force CPI to go down. So they're looking to hike interest rates once this year to force inflation to go down. They've not given up on the 2%, right? They've not given up on the 2%. Yeah. So let's see what's going to happen. Another thing here is interest rates. The focus is going to be on interest rates. If interest rates go up around September, right, then that's going to have an effect on the CPI. But the target, I don't think they have really given up on the 2%. Right. So this is where we are, right? So at 2 p.m., obviously we'll be discussing this more in depth. So let's prepare for that, right? If you're holding any positions leading up to the 2:30 data release, you would want to start managing those positions. Manage those positions, and then let's meet at 2 p.m. All right. So from our setups, we are waiting. You guys are going to see magic. Don't worry. You guys are going to see magic. With these setups, you're going to see magic. All right. So let's stand by. We are standing by. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this one is going to just be a short one, a quick one leading to the 2 p.m. So let's meet again at 2 p.m. All right. Where we're going to do most of the work. Ash is going to be here with me. So we're looking forward to seeing you guys there. All right. I'm going to be signing out. Enjoy. We're taking a pause. We'll be back at 2 p.m. Cheers, everyone.